Episode 47, The Godfather of AI Predictions. Will AI become smarter than humans?
In between 5 and 20 years from now, there's a good chance, a 50% chance, we'll get AI smarter than us.
The AI6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Hello and welcome to the AI6 Podcast for marketers embracing the AI age. I'm your host, Joanne Sweeney, and in just 6 minutes a day, I teach you AI and give you the insights you need to stay ahead in AI marketing. In today's show, we hear from the godfather of AI. But who is he?
Whether you think artificial intelligence will save the world or end it, you have Geoffrey Hinton to thank. Hinton has been called the Godfather of AI, a British computer scientist whose controversial ideas help make advanced artificial intelligence possible and so change the world.
So here are 13 takeaways from Nobel Prize winning Geoffrey Hinton's interview with Andrew Marr on LBC. If you want to watch the full interview, I've linked it in the blog post associated with the podcast over at publicsectormarketingpros.com. First, AI's potential and peril. Hinton believes AI will do enormous good, but warns that AI systems may be more intelligent than we know and could potentially take over. Second, he talks about AI understanding and intelligence. He believes AI systems can understand, are intelligent, and eventually will have self-awareness and consciousness, potentially making humans the second most intelligent beings on the planet. Third, he talks about accidental discovery. The artificial intelligence Hinton set in motion was an accident born of a failure. He predicts more of these will happen. Number 4, he talks about how AI learns. Hinton and his collaborators created layered software, neural networks, where correct connections get stronger and wrong connections get weaker through trial and error, allowing machines to teach themselves. Fifth, he talks about AI versus the human brain. AI systems, despite having fewer connections than the human brain, can know far more, suggesting a better way of acquiring knowledge. However, how AI gets knowledge still isn't fully understood. Number 6, he talks about autonomous code writing. Hinton expresses serious concern about AI systems autonomously writing and executing their own computer code to modify themselves, which could lead to a loss of control. We already know that there are dozens and more tools that can actually self-write computer code with just some prompts. Number 7, he talks about manipulation. He says AI could manipulate people effectively by learning from vast amounts of human literature and political strategies. Now, this I totally get, because right now we know that social media as a technological advancement is already manipulating people and swaying views that aren't inherently true, based on, should I say, untrue and misinformation. So that also scares me. Number 8, he talks about chatbots and language models. Hinton argues that the ability of chatbots to accurately predict the next word demonstrates intelligence because it requires understanding the sentences. And that's exactly what these models do. For example, ChatGPT, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, they predict the next word, and that's why we use it for copywriting after we input a prompt. Number 9, he talks about chatbot reasoning. Hinton demonstrated that a chatbot, in this case ChatGPT-4, could solve a riddle requiring reasoning and planning, indicating a level of understanding. Number 10, the benefits of AI. Well, AI has huge potential, according to Hinton, and he says that the benefits will be seen in healthcare, So understanding medical images and designing drugs. Number 11, we're back to the risks of AI. The risks include unemployment, fake news, bias in employment and policing, and autonomous battlefield robots. This is why we need human input and humans to oversee and humans in control. Number 12, he talks about safety. Hinton doesn't see a guaranteed path to safety and believes we're entering a period of great uncertainty. Well, I mean, I totally agree with that. And then number 13, the call to action from Geoffrey Hinton, the Nobel Prize winner of 2024 for physics. He calls for experiments to understand AI. He calls for government regulations and a world treaty to ban military robots. This is so interesting. He draws a parallel to Robert Oppenheimer and the atomic bomb, urging humanity to decide whether to develop AI further and how to protect themselves. For now, let's give the last words to Geoffrey Hinton, who poses a question to lawmakers or politicians.
There's two issues. Do you understand how it's working? And do you understand how to make it safe? We understand quite a bit about how it's working, but not nearly enough. So it can still do lots of things that surprise us, and we don't understand how to make it safe.
The AI 6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
If you're ready to upskill, check out my professional diploma in AI for marketers. Use the code AI610 for an exclusive discount. You can also hire me for an in-company AI workshop. This is the AI6 Podcast. I am Joanne Sweeney, and I am committed to teaching you about AI. I'll talk to you on the next show.